Equity is just ownership in your business. So when you think about equity, I want you to think about two competing things. One thing you need to think about is 100% of zero is zero. So on one hand, don't be too stingy about it. I know you love your idea. I know what you're doing, you feel passionate about, but right now at the beginning, it isn't worth anything. So if you need to give some away to get the right people working with you, that's a decision that you need to make. On the other hand, once you give it away, you really can't get it back. And so you don't want to give it away to people that aren't actually going to help you and add value. So typically when you're raising money at the very early stages, right? That's what this sort of seed and pre-seed means. So pretty much when you're raising money at that time, you're going to raise money through some sort of convertible instrument. Some people may call it a convertible note. Some people might call it a safe. Some people might call it a KISS. All these things is a fancy way of saying an IOU. That's it. So the way they work is you have someone who believes in you. You go to them, you say, hey, look, I don't know how much my business is worth today, but I'll know in the future. And in exchange for you investing money in me today, in exchange for you believing in me today, I will give you a discount to what everyone else will pay in the future. That's all these things are. They're a fancy legal way of an IOU. And when you think about it, you'll see terms up there that are valuation cap. What that means is, again, in exchange for you investing in me early, I'll give you a discount in the future. Same thing with discount. Maturity date is when it comes due. Interest rate is same way a credit card, interest rate. And then there's something called qualified financing. And that is the most unique part of any of these tools. Because remember, they're an IOU. So if they're an IOU, when does that OU part come due? That's what the qualified financing is. What it basically says is, when you raise $1 million, that's when this IOU will become equity in my company.